Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a decision that can change everything. Decide to do it. Life is full of choices, and the most powerful choice you can make is to decide to take action towards your dreams and goals. Too often, we hesitate, we doubt ourselves, or we wait for the perfect moment. But today, I challenge you to make a firm decision to pursue what sets your soul on fire. Decide to step out of your comfort zone, to challenge the status quo, and to pursue your ambitions with unwavering determination. I start to see things differently when I stop berating myself for my mistakes and instead consider how I could do better, how I could make the changes that would allow me to do what I want to do successfully. Also, I want you to stop being hard on yourself. You do it, I know it, it's done. It comes naturally to us to be hard on ourselves. You see, we are born bad. It's because we live in a bad world that I think negatively. Ladies and gentlemen, here are some other things you can do to protect your mind from bad programming. Turn off the TV and don't watch the news. You need to be careful about what you think. You see, if you don't train your mind, it will train itself, simply because people are goal-oriented. That's why our hearts break so soon. That's why we're rushing from life to the first grade. We're living our lives, folks. Also, I believe Henry David Thoreau said that most men live in quiet despair. A lot of us live our lives scared. In our minds, we made this up, making fake evidence look like real proof. In our thoughts, we made it real. That's why Churchill said, "The only thing to fear is fear itself." That's the monster that does damage, so turn off things that could make you more scared. They can only talk about how bad things are because they have bought into the world's mindset, so don't listen to them. To start retraining your mind and changing the way you think, start going to classes, seminars, and listening to tapes every day. How does faith come about? Hearing and hearing and hearing. You should listen to things that will give you strength and help you make a new world in life for yourself. Most people might think you're weird. A lot of people think you're weird if today makes you happy. You can see that these people don't have a plan for their lives. That's the reason they're unhappy and grumpy, which is why they're so bad. They're in pain and want to hurt other people. So start getting used to using mind apps, workshops, seminars, and books. Write in a book. Write down your thoughts and what's going on in your life every morning when you wake up. Keep a book close by. Ladies and gentlemen, every year we have 3 or 4 thoughts that could change our lives if we act on them. What's your thought right now? Note down your thoughts. Then, when you have that thought, do it. Do it. You can see it out there in space. You can be sure that someone else will jump if you don't. That's how most of us live our lives. Most of us live our lives acting like we're happy with where we are, that everything is fine, and that we don't have any special goals, aims, or desires, but deep down we do. People really can be judged by what they do, not what they say. As the saying goes, you should judge a tree by the fruit it bears, not the fruit it talks about. Check out this video to see how many people act like they want more from life when they really don't. Some people will say, "Oh yeah, I want to open a restaurant one day." You can tell they're lying. They'd like to start their own business. It's not important to them. How are you going to say less? Watch what they do. Pay attention to what they do. The truth is in the food. If you want to do something or have thought about doing something, face it head on. Decide that you're going to start looking at it, researching it, taking it on, and getting involved in whatever and wherever it leads you. Start looking into what's possible with the thing you're after so that you can learn as much as you can about it. Decide that you're going to face it, that you're going to work on whatever weaknesses you have, that you're going to get the training you need, and that you're going to start right away. Don't be happy with what you have or where you are. Do what you can, George Washington Carver would say. SB, I heard Joe Dudley say that Fuller said, always try to be more than what you are. Yes, don't be happy with how you look. No matter where you are, remember that you deserve more and can enjoy more. You know what most people do, though. Most people go through life quietly and safely. If you want to get ahead in life, you need to know what you want and go after it like your life depends on it. Why? Since it does. People who have found what they love and can dedicate their whole lives to tend to live longer. I had to give a lesson at a certain church in New York, and the speaker was a man named Reverend Johnny Youngblood. I asked how you were able to get all of these different community and faith groups to work together to build this huge housing complex for 2,000 people who used to be homeless? Do you know how you were able to handle this? Didn't it feel too much? He told me that the work I do is in me. I need to live the way I feel. And I believe that's what everyone wants in life. You need to live your life. We don't have enough time in this world. What should we say? But tomorrow is always there. No, there isn't any promise. You're going to be there tomorrow. A lot of people who were here yesterday aren't here today. There are many chances that were there yesterday. They're not here today. You can wait. But remember what Abraham Lincoln said? Good things may come to those who wait, but only the things that people who work have left over. Who wants to spend their whole life picking up trash? That's not even close to what you deserve if someone has left you. So go for it. Start to look around. Here's something else. Choose to do it now. Choose what you want to do and decide that you are going to start doing it right now. Look at the options and do a little of it right now. Before I quit my job and said I was going to be a motivational speaker, I thought about it for a while. No, I chose to start looking at other people who worked as speakers and public speakers. For whatever reason, I agreed to work with some speakers so that I could learn more about what they do. Do some service work in the area to get some experience and see if the thing you want to do is right for you. A friend of mine said he wanted to open an eatery. I asked, have you ever run a restaurant before? No, he said. I asked, really? You're not sure if you want one or not. I asked, what do you know? What do you have to offer? He told her, I'm a great cook. I asked, but what about the management? What about the restaurant's business side? You're not going to cook all the time. The money has to go to someone. Who will be in charge of the personality? And tell them they're right. You made a good point. It turns out that this guy got a part-time job at a restaurant in the evening. He did that for a while and then said, you know what? I believe my only goal is to work as a cook. He said that people who used to work there no longer came to work. He said it was tough to get help. People weren't to blame. It was the guests' constant complaints that gave him headaches and made him dislike his job. He told her, no, I think I'll just keep cooking. See, you have to figure out what works for you. You might make up your mind after you go up there and look at it. Try it out and get some experience at the event. You say, this is not at all what I want. This doesn't work for me. Make up your mind to do that right now. It's very important what John H. Johnson said. He said that there is no way to defend greatness that meets a very important public need. It doesn't matter what you decide. Just look at it and ask yourself what I can bring to the table that will help me start making sure I can succeed. Where's the chance for you? It's okay for you to be here and all this life stuff. You can go out and live your dream. If someone wants to put you in the corner or up in the bleachers, watching life without taking part or making a difference, don't let them. I think we all came here with a reason. Everyone here came to give something, and that service you have to give will not be given by anyone else. No one is going to make your product, write your book, open your academy, or start making your daycare with a special program to help kids build their self-esteem. That's your thought. And if you don't bring your ID out here when you die, we will all be worse off because you let us miss out on your genius. But you'll take it with you to your grave to keep you in the bleachers and not follow your dreams of being great. That's what most people do. That's why the man said that a lot of people die at 21 and aren't buried until 65. Ladies and gents, you need to have energy. You need to live. If you're not excited about what you're doing, even if it's selling, people won't buy because it makes sense. People buy from you because of how you feel. It's bad to be near dead people. No. The dead should be buried. No. Stay away from them before they grab you and hold on. That is why you should be excited about everything you do. Someone around you should be so excited that they can't help but be excited too. People are looking at you and asking, do you believe it? No matter what you're doing or how you talk about this idea. Also, do they want to do business with you? And if you're not excited, happy, and full of energy about it, how do you think other people will get excited about your idea? Do I have it right? Okay, please repeat that to me. My dream is going to get me really excited. I'm going to give it my all. Tell someone you got what it takes and shake their hand on both sides. A lot of people say, but I tried a few times and it didn't work. That's why they said they would never come out again. God said, if at first you don't succeed, you're running about average. It's okay if you came here with an idea twice or three times and it didn't work out. You're running about right. I think I heard something. A strange question. It asks why people would rather know hells than unknown skies. Do you know why? Because it feels good. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I remember hearing Dr. Johnny Coleman use this example in a service one time. She talked about a man who was meant to be killed because he was caught behind enemy lines during a war, or another choice. Watching this, the captain told the man, "Tomorrow at 6 a.m., you can either face the firing squad or leave through this door." The man asked, "What's outside the door?" He said that no one knows. He thought, all we can tell you are unknown horrors. The next morning, he chose the people who would be shot. "What's behind that door?" asked the captain's secretary after the shots were fired. He then said, "Freedom." But because it's unknown, not many people would choose to do it. You see, lots of people never make their dreams come true. Many people say they'll do something, but never do it. There are many people who stay at jobs they hate. The title of the piece I read was, "Is Your Job Making You Sick?" A lot of people, some of you already know that. Say amen now. It's okay. That one woman told me that when I used to go to work, it felt like a refrigerator fell on my shoulders when I walked in the door. Do how many of you know what that's like? They were unhappy. I didn't want to leave after an hour on Sunday afternoon or Monday morning. My mind used to grow. It was too much for me. Not keen on going. I'd drive by sometimes just for fun. I used to dread going to work. A lot of us choose to die while still alive. A lot of us look like the dead. When we don't do what we want to do, they're like the living dead. A lot of us stay in situations where we're dying together instead of growing and living together. Not because we're unhappy, but because we're not brave enough to see ourselves beyond that bad situation. I will always remember. Hello, Mr. Washington and Mr. Brown. Yes, sir. Young man, what do you want to do with your life? I told him, "Sir, I want to be a DJ." He said, "Mr. Brown?" "Yes, sir." He told her, "You have to be hungry." I asked, "What do you mean by that?" He said that hungry people are ready to do things that other people won't do today in order to get things that other people won't have tomorrow. People who are hungry are ready to put money into themselves. People who are hungry will go to classes and seminars. People who are always hungry and looking for better places to live. How would you like to make it? I told them I wanted to be a DJ. "Okay, here's what you should do." He told her, "Every day, read 10 to 15 pages of something good." He said that life doesn't give you what you want. Life gives you what you are. You need to set yourself up for success. He told her to listen to Zig Ziglar and Earl Nightingale. Pay attention. Faith comes from hearing over and over again. You should change the people you're with, and you should never stop being hungry, he told her. I asked, "What do you mean by that?" He said that people who are hungry can't be stopped. People who are hungry are. They make it happen no matter what, no matter what. He told them to pay attention to Paul Harvey. What does he look like? He's the best speaker in the world. Keep an eye out for signs, young man. Always pay attention to and copy people who are already good at what you want to do. You can learn from them. I told T, "Hi, man, I want to work more with you." I told Hob that as we stood by the stage. "I want you to teach me. I need to learn from you." It turns out that you're never too old or too young to teach or learn. Always want to learn new things. For that reason, I tuned into Paul Harvey every day. I would go outside and listen in his car while I was at school. I got his keys from him. I was trying to improve myself. Even after that, I kept listening to inspiring talks. The late Dr. Norman Vincent Field wrote the book, The Power of Positive Thinking. He would also take me to see him. Before he died, I went on tour with him. You have something unique. You are capable of great things. Don't let your situation spell out who you are. Don't let your bad thoughts keep you from moving forward. You have something unique. It's possible for you to do much more than you think. Dr. Peel was a great person. I liked him a lot. He gave me chills when he talked. I will always remember him and feel him in my heart. As we walked back to school, Mr. Washington called out, "Mr. Brown." "Yes, sir." "You didn't move when Dr. Peel talked. When he talked, you were glued to every word. He knew when he spoke. You already knew to sit down and be quiet." "Why, I told you, sir, I could feel him. He also talked. It seemed like he was talking to me, sir. He said he was. He doesn't know me," I told him. "He did, however, talk to you. Did your heart feel him?" "Yes, sir." He said that many people can feel him. If you could feel him. Son, pay attention to him, he said. Follow him, pick up some tips from him. I would also go to classes and seminars. No matter where I found Dr. Peel, I would be in the crowd. I'd go 250 miles just to hear him talk. And my dream and hope was to be on stage with him. I thought about it. What do you want to do? What do you want to happen? Please remember it. That has some power, because I will never forget when I started speaking. The book's author, Og Mandino, called me. Get the world's bestseller to work for you. He said, finally, I'm stuck in Philadelphia. I need to be in Kankakee. Dr. Norman Vincent Peale is going to show up. I'm not able to go. It was said that you're in Chicago. I said, yes, I am. Could you open the door for me? I told him yes. Oh my God, Peale. I said, yes, I'd love to. I went there and came back. Hello, my name is Les Brown. He told them, you're not a famous band. I told her no because I miss Mamie Brown's baby boy. I want to talk. He told them to go backstage. Martha, his wife, was there too. She told her dad, Les Brown is here, the person speaking. He then told Les Brown, shoot for the moon, because even if you miss your land in the stars. That's my quote, sir. I wrote to you when I was a teen. I worked on a project for a special education class. That's what I said. He said, I know I use that quote at the end of every speech. That's why I did what Mr. Washington told me to do. I regularly listened to tapes that were meant to inspire me. When Zig Ziglar, Dr. Dennis Wadley, and Jim Rohn came to town, I would go to their talks and workshops. I told him, sir, what do you want me to do next? His words were, Mr. Brown, I've given you everything I can. He told you to improve your mind. Do what you say and follow through. Keep taking classes to improve your communication skills. Because when you speak, you show the world who you are, and you should always be around OQP. Only good people. In order to get a job at the Miami Beach WMBM radio station, I went there. The show's director was Milton Butterball Smith. Hey there, Mr. Butterball. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I'd like to be a DJ. He asked the young man, have you ever worked as a reporter before? I told him, no, sir, I don't. Have you worked as a broadcaster before? I told him no, but I practice all the time, he said. Please let me try out for you, sir. I'll show you how good I am. I only need a shot, sir. He tells her, no, we don't have any work for you. How many have been turned down? Please raise your hands. It broke my heart. I went back and told Mr. Washington. I asked him, Mr. Washington? They said no. It wasn't meant to hurt you, he said. A lot of people have to say no 7 times before they'll say yes. He told her, you must be hungry. Do not take your vitamins. Come back again. Yes, sir. Hello, Mr. Butterwall. How are you, sir? My name is Les Brown, sir. I'd like to be a DJ. Hey, young man, were you not here yesterday? I was, yes, sir. I told you no yesterday, right? You did, sir. Then why are you here again today? Well, sir, I wasn't sure if someone was fired or just let go. No one was hurt in the fire. Leave this place now. The next day I came back. Good morning, mister. Butterball. How are you? My name is Les Brown, sir. I'd like to be a DJ. Your name is known to me. Didn't you stay here for 2 days? I was, yes, sir. Did I not tell you? Not at all. The last 2 days? You did, sir. Why are you back? I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know if someone got sick or died. No one got hurt or died. There was no one hurt in the fire. Don't come back here anymore. The next day I came back. I was loud and looked like I was excited to see him for the first time. I asked, hello, mister. Vanderwall, how are you? He was mad at me. Get me some coffee, he says. Yes, sir. The best person among you will be your helper, says my favorite book. Which of you really wants to reach your goals and follow your dreams? Put your hands up. Wonderful. Note this down. Do more for people than what they pay you to do. Do more for people than what they pay you to do. I go to a lot of workshops and seminars. One thing I know about Eckert is that I was in Robert Raffel's class with all the other speakers. They have high standards for themselves and give out more information than anyone else in the business. They don't hold back anything because they want you to succeed. Write this down when you have high goals for yourself. Impact brings in money. That's why you're here. The workshops and training have changed your life. 200 or 300 people would not be here if they didn't make a difference. If they add up, the effect is what makes money. I did the disc jockeys' errands for them. I would get them lunch and dinner and bring it to them in the control room. I would then watch them work the control boards because I knew my turn would soon come. Note this down. I think I'll reach my goal. Yes, you should act in a way that makes people expect things. I think I'll get there. get what I want. I began getting ready for the next job. Don't forget a quote I heard. You think about your plans and hopes when you look back on your life. Getting ready for a chance and then not getting one is better than getting ready for a chance and then not getting ready. Get ready if you want to reach your goal. As we wrap up, remember this. Decide to do it is a commitment to yourself and your dreams. It's about taking ownership of your life and choosing to live with purpose and passion. Every great accomplishment starts with a decision to take that first step, to overcome obstacles, and to persist in the face of adversity. Today, make the decision to pursue your dreams relentlessly. Trust in your abilities, believe in your vision, and take bold action towards the future you desire. You have the power within you to achieve greatness, but it starts with a decision to do it. Embrace this power, seize the opportunity before you, and let your actions speak louder than words. Your journey to success begins with a single decision. Decide to do it and watch as your dreams become reality.